What's going on, everybody? This is Justin, otherwise known as the Flipping Accountant, and wow, sorry, I had to take a little break there. Figured it was time to do a little update video, kind of tell you guys what I've been up to, what's been going on, and just kind of explain where I've been for, I don't know, the past 18, 19-ish months. According to my list here, it says that the last video I posted was on December 22nd, 2022, so about 575 days ago, as of the recording of this video. What I was thinking is we talk about, what happened, why I took some time off, what I've been up to lately, and then what my future plans are for the channel kind of going forward. So we'll try to do like little sections at the bottom. So if you don't care about last year, you can just go to this year, or what's happening next, you can jump right ahead. Anyways, if you're watching this video, thank you so much. If you're watching this, you at least are interested or care a little bit about me and what's been going on in my life. And I really do appreciate all of the nice comments that people have left over the past year and a half, asking me how I've been, how things are going, what happened to me. It's really nice to see that there's still a lot of positivity out there. Yeah, so real quick, a little bit about me. If you don't know anything about me, my name is Justin. I am a CPA, which is a certified public accountant. I have a master's degree in accounting and a bachelor's degree in finance. I have a full-time job in the accounting industry, and that keeps me pretty busy. I'm an Amazon seller, eBay seller, Facebook Marketplace seller. I've been doing that for years, and I love reselling. I love Lego investing, different stuff like that. So I really enjoy sharing these kind of stories and sharing stuff with you and teaching people how to, how to resell and how to find cool stuff and cool deals and stuff like that. So let's jump right into it. Why did I stop posting after the end of 2022? So it wasn't really like one major thing happened. It was kind of a combination / culmination of different things that happened that just kind of added up all at the same time. And I just took a break. I just needed it. So at the end of December 2022, I was in Michigan with my family, and I live in Alabama, but most of my family and my friends and stuff where I grew up is in Michigan. So I try to go home for the holidays if I can. So I was up there in 2022 around Christmas time, and my neighbor called me in Alabama, and he said, "Hey Justin, you've got water coming out of your garage." Long story short, we had a really cold front that came through, and it froze the pipes in my garage, and the garage flooded. The garage pipes burst because Alabama, the water heater is out in the garage, and generally they don't worry about insulating that part of the garage. So I had a pipe burst and it flooded my garage. And at the time, the majority of my Lego investments were in my garage, along with a whole bunch of other stuff. But it was like all my shipping boxes. I had like a brand new comforter, I had tools, I had toys, I had a water heater, I had a brand new computer monitor. All of that stuff got wet, and I lost, I want to say, about $10,000 worth of stuff. When I got back to Alabama from Michigan, that was something that I really took my attention and took all of my energy away from reselling and making money and all that, because I didn't know what had been destroyed. I didn't know what had been lost. I had to deal with the insurance company. That was a whole process in itself. I mean, that took a couple of months to just kind of go through that whole process. And I kind of came to the realization that I had too much stuff. As far as like Lego investments and reselling stuff, all of my Lego were in 27-gallon black totes. So the majority of that stuff was protected, which was great. But when you go into your garage and there's just lines and lines of totes of all that stuff, I just got to the point where I was like, I don't really want to do this anymore. I don't want to just have this stuff sitting around. So then I put my energy towards, I'm going to sell a whole bunch of Lego, and then, maybe I'll get back to YouTube, but I have to deal with I want to get rid of, almost all the Lego that I had. So I started sending in a ton of Lego to Amazon FBA. And then Lego sent me a letter from a company called Voris, I believe it is. Lego lawyers came after me and they were like, "Hey, you're not authorized to sell Lego products. What we think you're doing is potentially counterfeit. So you need to stop selling immediately." I was at the point where I was in the process of selling what I had, but I didn't want to, stop selling it. So I just basically sold almost all of my Lego investments. And after I deleted my listings on Amazon and all that stuff, I didn't receive any more letters. I pretty much sold, not everything, but the majority of my Lego investments. So not that I'm never gonna sell Lego again, but in that kind of quantity, whatever I did, whatever metric I hit, it triggered their attention. So I sold a whole bunch of Lego, and that was great. And at this point, it was like, I don't know, September, October-ish timeframe, 2023. And I'd already kind of been off YouTube at that point for like 7-8 months. And I was starting to have anxiety about not posting anymore because for almost, a couple of years, I was very religiously posting like almost 2 videos a week, maybe more, maybe less. And at that point, I was like, it's not really a top priority for me. I'm just gonna focus on life and what's going on there. And I have a full-time job. I stay busy with that. I have other hobbies. I play Xbox, I play Magic, I go to the gym every day. Like, I keep myself pretty busy. And at that point, getting back on YouTube just wasn't a priority at the time. Also, I had a kind of a skin cancer scare that I went through. So on my left ear, you can't really tell from the distance and all that, but on my left ear, I had a mole that my dermatologist was concerned about. So she did a biopsy, but it was precancerous. So precancerous is not cancer. It could turn into a cancerous cell or a cancerous melanoma. There's a history of skin cancer in my family. Just kind of leave it at that. So I had one surgery, just a minor thing, and then the problem was my dermatologist didn't get everything the first time. So I went back a second time, and unfortunately, she did not get it the second time. So at that point, she was like, hey, we could try a third time, or I can send you to a plastic surgeon. And I was like, send me to a plastic surgeon. Basically what they did, or what they were going to do, was the plastic surgeon would take like a whole triangle, like a whole chunk out of my ear and then stitch it back up together. At the time, I actually made a couple of videos around this time when I was like sourcing, and I have like a big bandage on my ear. And honestly, I didn't really feel super confident to kind of like advertise that I was going through this struggle, and I just kind of kept it to myself. So those videos that I recorded around that time frame are not like posted anywhere, but I probably will be posting them just because, it was content or whatever, and I'm kind of over it now. But the good news is the plastic surgeon was able to get clean margins, and they were able to remove the precancerous cells or whatever out of my ear. So I'm good, and I had stitches kind of like all up and down my ear, and it's completely healed, and there's barely like a little scar. So you wouldn't even know unless I pointed it out. But for a little while, I was self-conscious about it. I was like, yeah, I don't really want to be on video and all that kind of stuff. So that was partially, another reason why I took time off as well. And another thing was I was just kind of burned out. Just doing YouTube, doing 2 videos a week, like trying to go to the gym and keep my health up. I was in a long-term relationship that I'd been in for years and focusing on that. All of the things, it was just kind of like YouTube was kind of the easiest thing to just kind of cut out of the equation and just to be able to focus on other aspects of my life. So that's pretty much what I did. I'm in a different place now, and we'll kind of get to that. That was pretty much what happened in 2023. 2024, I've been doing other stuff. I've been getting into other hobbies, and I've been getting injured a lot, which is not cool. I'm in my 30s, I'm getting up there, whatever, but things just keep happening to me. I keep getting injured. So I really got into like pickleball. Amy and Corbin from Cheap Finds, they got me into pickleball, and we had talked about it, and they do great. Like, they win tournaments and all that kind of stuff, and I just got into it as a hobby. So for a couple months, I was playing it. I was getting really into it. I went down to Gulf Shores with my family on a family vacation, and I came back. The day after we got back from the family vacation, I was playing indoor pickleball with some seniors. And I don't know if you've ever played against seniors in like tennis or pickleball. They are amazing. They will like crush you, and they don't even have to try. They have years of playing tennis, and they're retired. They got nothing else to do. And they're amazing. So anyways, long story short, I was playing with some seniors, and I felt like somebody shot me in the back of the leg. Like, it just like immediate pain. I had to stop, and I couldn't walk. Like, I was in so much pain. And the people I was playing against, my opponents at the time, they actually drove me home, which was so sweet. And they took care of me, and they dropped me off and all that. And what had happened was I ruptured a tendon in my leg. So I ruptured the plantaris tendon, which is like, if this is your leg, it's like the inside tendon of your leg. So that was not awesome. It could have been worse. I ruptured a tendon in my leg, so then I took some time off from that, and I started going to physical therapy for a couple months, and that was not fun at all. And eventually I got through physical therapy. I stopped wearing a cast, and I got out of physical therapy, and they were like, hey, you're doing good, just kind of take it easy. And I was like, okay. So Bernie was close to me, kind of helping me recover, and he was such a little trooper. He loved it that I was home and that he was close to me and all that. All right, let's see if you can catch it. You ready? Perfect. Just like I taught you. So, he kind of took care of me and all that stuff, just being close to me, kind of helping me feel better and all that stuff. And then not long after that, Bernie got very, very sick. And sadly, the update that I have about Bernie, if you don't know Bernie, he's my Yorkie mix that I would sometimes feature in my videos and post about on Instagram. This is Bernie. He is my little prince, my little troublemaker. He got extremely sick, and I took him to the emergency vet one night, and then they really couldn't do much for him. So then I took him to, like a normal vet the next day, and they were like, there's not much you can do for him. I don't even know how to say this. His balance was off, and it was like he couldn't stand up and he couldn't really walk around without falling over. So it was clearly his equilibrium was off. The vet was like, yeah, he's either had a stroke or he has brain damage or something like that. And they're like, we could potentially do like a CAT scan for like $4,000, but even if they find something that could be repaired, which is not, no promises, he's a 16-year-old dog. So after weighing all of the potential options and his quality of life and all of that he would have had afterwards if he even made it, unfortunately I had to make the decision to have him put down. And that was a really hard decision. That was really tough on me. And he was my best friend. We'd do road trips together. He would always be a good little traveler when I'm driving, from Alabama to Michigan. He would like sit near me or sit on my lap or like just always be close. Sometimes he would like surf in the back seat. He would just like jump in the back seat and ride whatever crap I had back there. That was really tough to say goodbye to him. That was kind of a loss that I had this year. That was tough to get through. Not even a few weeks later, my long-term relationship ended with my girlfriend, who I had been with for the better part of a decade. Not really gonna go into it. I wish her well.
She didn't dump me, I dumped her. It's a mutual dumping.
It's always still kind of hard when you have like somebody who is like really close to you and you make those plans together and you have, goals or an idea of what your life is gonna look like, and then it completely changes. So I don't want to say it's a midlife crisis, but I do want to say that I'm definitely going through changes right now. Like my life is kind of in a transition phase. I'm getting through it. I'm trying to focus on things that make me happy, that bring joy to my life, and I always really enjoyed making videos. I enjoyed going clearance hunting and finding deals and sharing that with you guys and all that kind of stuff. So I'm getting back into making videos. I'm getting back into reading, getting back into other hobbies. Took a break from, or I just wasn't focused on and all that. And I think this is gonna be a good positive outlet for me to put my energy into. Just kind of see what happens next. Life is still like, I don't really like saying midlife crisis because I still have a great job. I make decent money. My health, for the most part, is still good. I have a loving family. I am grateful for a lot of things in my life. So I don't think I'm in any sort of crisis. I do think I'm just going through changes, and we're just taking it one day at a time. I do know that I want to travel more. I do know that I want to, get out there and make friends and try new hobbies and do all sorts of stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm going through right now. Another thing, I've been working on fixing up my house. The house is really coming together. So again, it's just another one of those things that I'm just trying to focus on that is making me happy and positive, and just building my life back up into something else, because I don't know what it looks like anymore. So that's what's been going on last year and this year. What's happening now and what are my future plans? Something that I started working on at the beginning of July was I started a new YouTube channel. And this has really got me excited about doing YouTube again. So I started a new YouTube channel. It's called Reseller Hints. And right now it's very focused on creating tutorials for people that are like brand new to reselling. So like I've been making tutorials about the Amazon seller app. I'm gonna do eBay. I'm gonna do more Amazon videos, just tons and tons of stuff like that. Just like if somebody was brand new to reselling and they wanted to sell on Amazon or eBay or whatever, what would they need to know? I've been doing tutorials for that, and it's a lot of fun. I've been making shorts from old content on this channel, on the Flipping Accountant channel. Been taking little clips and putting those on that channel just to kind of, get some views or get some engagement on that channel. And that's been a lot of fun too. I gave myself a tough challenge just for no reason other than just to challenge myself. I'm trying to get that channel monetized within 3 months of starting it. If you don't know what monetization means, it means you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within a 1-year period. And I'm doing okay. As of the recording of this video, I've got like maybe 130, 120 subscribers on that channel, which I really appreciate. But if you want to help me, if you want to see me make more videos and stuff like that, if you could help me by subscribing to that channel, that link is going to be in the description below. If you could just subscribe to that channel, maybe watch a couple videos, that would be a big help. Because what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna focus all of my creative energy and all of my new videos and all that stuff on that channel to get that monetized. And then I'm gonna come back to this channel. So I'm not leaving this channel forever. I'm not 100% sure what the future of this channel looks like, but I do know that I'm putting my energy there. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to focus on making more videos here too. So that's kind of where you guys come in. I wanted to give you an update on my life, and I'm sorry this has kind of been rambling and going a little bit longer than expected. But as far as like this channel, what kind of stuff would you like to see? Would you like to see more clearance hunting videos? Do you want to see more Lego investments? I mean, I can still talk about Lego investments. I still have maybe, 400 or 500 sets put away, which is significantly less than I had. I mean, I'm open to making more, more content and more videos about that kind of stuff. I had even kind of thought about doing some like interview style videos, talking to people about their finances and helping them, kind of like Caleb Hammer. I really like his channel. That's a lot of fun. That would be kind of a time consuming thing, but I think it would be entertaining as well. So, I mean, I'm kind of open, but again, what I'm doing is I'm focusing on that other channel. Hopefully we can get it monetized in 3 months. That's my goal. Even if it doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world, but that's what I'm working on. Then I'm coming back here, and then I'm going to be putting out more videos because I enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy helping people, providing value. That's something that I've been missing lately. I'm gonna get back into it. Also, I've been trying to travel more. Like I said, I just went to Washington, D.C. a couple weeks ago. I go to Michigan to see my family whenever I can, whatever my schedule permits. I wanna get out there more, and if you guys wanna see like travel vlogs of when I go traveling, I mean, hey, I'll do that too. Like, I'm up for that as well. But the last part that I did want to kind of talk about was, I know I'd already talked about this, but I wanted to thank you. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a supporter and somebody who takes their time and their energy and watches this video for me. If you enjoyed it, if you didn't enjoy it, that's fine too. But if you're this far, thank you so much for supporting me in my journey over the past 4 years. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen next. I kind of hope you are too. And if you have any suggestions of what you wanna see or different stuff like that, go ahead and drop it below. And once I finish with that other channel, I will put my energy back here and we'll see what we can make. So thank you again. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon.